If you rock with the RPC, if you like the content I put, you know what I mean, before you continue, pause this video real quick and type in the words peace, peace in the comment section, man. Let me know that you rock with me, that you riding with me, man. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Welcome, 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 everyone, to another edition of the Red Pill Chauvinist Show. I'm your braggadocious, very humble host, the Red Pill Chauvinist. Long story short, I was, talking to my pops about, my channel, the content that I talk about, and, the issues that come about at my job, being that I work around a bunch of females. And after saying all that, his response to me, or his statement to me, was RPC. He called me by my real name, but he said, RPC, why don't you just go with the flow? Oh, shit. That nigga said go with the flow, man. You know what my response to him was?
Yo, Pops. Most people think that the opposite of brave or bravery is coward or cowardice. I said, but in actuality, that is not the opposite of bravery. The opposite of bravery is conformity, aka going with the flow.
Okay? So to hear my pops say go with the flow, and for me to know that going with the flow is synonymous with conformity or conforming, and knowing that conforming is the opposite of bravery, you can see why I was disappointed to hear that from my anchor. You know what I mean? My pops, my biological dad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to teach y'all a lesson that I know his old dog ass. You know what I mean? He himself says he's too old to learn anything new, so that's why I didn't bother. Always remember, the opposite of brave is not coward. It's conforming. Conforming means going with the flow. What that look like? That looks like you going with whatever society tells you to do, because society tells you to do it. You'll have some people who still celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, even though they know the history behind these holidays and, the falsehood behind it. But what do they do every year? Go ahead and celebrate that shit. I got my man, shout out to you, man. You know who you are. I got my mans every year around Christmas time, for lack of a better term, he be crying broke. Like, I'm about to be broke. I got all these presents I gotta buy, and this, that, and third. I'm about to have no bread. And I just simply say,
hey, why do you have to buy those gifts? Mind you, this guy has no kids. He's not married. Has no girlfriend, but yet he goes broke every Christmas.
Why? Because going with the theme of this episode, because the reason why he goes broke, he's not brave enough to say, nah, I ain't buying no Christmas presents this year. Not to say that he doesn't get any Christmas presents, but if you compare the amount of present he gives out compared to what he gets in, you might as well say he doesn't get any presents back, man. You know what I mean? A little card written in crayon. Anyway, conformity. You got dudes. You know when a dude is not brave, and a dude is conforming. When you tell him some shit about a chick, like, yeah, you let your, like, today I'm at work, man. I asked a simple question.
As a married man, would you be okay with your wife having a heterosexual male best friend?
Well, it was about 6 against 2. I had one other dude on my side, but it was 6 against 2. Like,
I don't see the big deal. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's not gonna violate this, that, and the third. He knows that I'm married. He knows the rules.
and then when I started adding in things like, yo, so you cool with this dude calling your wife at 10 o'clock at night?
Oh, whoa. You didn't say all that.
But I'm saying, you said that's her best friend. And she's accustomed to talk for the past 10 years. She's accustomed to talking to her best friend at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Are you gonna say that she can't? Had these dudes telling me that I have a pimp mentality, and then I'm trying to control my woman for me to tell her that she can't have this, can't. I said, yo, I never said I was gonna tell her she can't do this, can't do that. Put it like this. Before we even got to the point of marriage, I would have already had a conversation about the best friend. And if there were any issues with the best friend, as far as cutting the best friend off or creating barriers or anything like that, I told him straight up, I'd find another bitch. They're looking at me like, oh, see, that's that pimp mentality you talking about. I'm like, yo, fellas, you know there's more women in the world than dudes, right? Why would you deal with something you don't have to deal with? I'm saying, I'm not gonna tell a bitch to do nothing. She should already know. If that shit make me uncomfortable, if I'm not cool with it, she gonna cut it off. Matter of fact, she gonna have to make a decision between me and a 15-year-long best friend. Cause you know my stance. I don't believe a male and a female could be best friends. Or just be strictly platonic friends. So, yeah, you already know what that is, man. And what sparked that conversation off real quick is the fact that I was talking to a dude I'm cool with at my job. And he was telling me how, you know, he was talking to his best friend, a chick that's his best friend, this, that, and the third. All right. But in the conversation, he said, yeah, and her husband, this, that, and the third. I said, wait, hold up. This so-called best friend of yours, she married? He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, the husband cool with that? You're like, oh, yeah, he don't got a choice. That's when I looked at the husbands like, yo, fellas, married dudes, would y'all, And the majority, 90% of them said, well, yeah, I don't see the big deal in that. Yeah, I do that. But then when I started talking about, yo, why would you want that? Back to the theme, they would say, nah, I wouldn't like it, but you know, one dude straight up said it straight up.
Say, yo, nah, I mean, I have to accept it because if I don't, then she take away the, and he started grabbing his crotch, like saying that she take away the pussy away. She take this away.
You see, dude? See what I mean? Like, you would allow that in order to continue having access to the box. Conforming, okay? As opposed to saying, yeah, nah, that's unacceptable. Now, the reason I bring dude up, the dude who said his best friend had a husband, because in part of his story, he was like, yeah, you know, sometime, you know, when we have lunch or whatever, this, then that's like, you have lunch with the husband there, right? He's like, nah, just me and her. I was like, conformity is the opposite of bravery. People conform when it comes to their jobs, man. You know what I mean? People conform in a way that, you know, there's some jobs where people, where their employer will ask them to do tasks that are not a part of their job description. But instead of being brave and say,
hey, nah, yo, alright, I'll do that, but you know, you gotta pay me for these extra services. Oh, nah, that's not part of my duty, so I don't feel comfortable doing that.
instead of being brave and saying that,
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem. Okay, want me to do it twice? price on Sunday? Okay, yes, no problem.
Scared. Not brave enough to speak for themselves. Conforming to your salary, conforming to your hourly rate. You know, after you done checked on the computer to see that your annual salary is about 5,000 to 10,000 less than the average, and you're the number one dude at your job in that company, but nah, you ain't asking for a raise.
No. They're gonna see my work. And when they see my work, they're gonna reimburse me for my work. They're gonna pay me because they're gonna do the right thing.
Nah, boy.
Nah, Duke. They ain't gonna do the right thing, man. They're gonna allow you to work for under your pay, man. Be brave. See, but the thing is, when you conform, it's like the herd of lemmings. It's a bunch of lemmings just running. And after a while, you just look at the lemming on the side like, yo, why are we running for? That nigga gonna look at you like, I don't know. I just seen everybody else running.
That's you dudes. You don't even know why you're doing what you're doing, man. But because society does it consistently, you do it. But if I ask you why you doing it, I don't know. It's just something I've been doing for how many years now?
We gotta get smarter than that, man. Let me. Yeah, man, I'm starting to get pissed off. All right, we gotta get smarter than that. Last thing I'm gonna say about that: don't be a lemming, man. To be brave means to stand apart from the pack. You gotta be able to stand outside naked. Can you stand in front of a stage naked? Yeah, that's what I mean. You out there. When you brave, when you go against society, go against the norm, go against tradition, yeah, you become the black sheep, man. You ready for that? If you really about this red pill life, man. When I say red pill, I ain't just talking about pussy. If you're really about this red pill life, man, expect people to cut you off. Expect people to call you names. Expect people to disassociate themselves with you. But you have to be brave enough to do it. You want to live for you or you want to live for them? That's the question you're going to ask yourself. You going to be a lemming? Or you going to be a lemon or you going to be a wolf, man? Leader of your own pack of one, a pack of three, me, myself, and I. That's how we get down. But yeah, man. Bravery. The opposite of bravery is conformity. Stop conforming, man. Be brave. Red pill chauvinist. Bravest nigga on this motherfucker.